Having spent 2 weeks mostly homebound and recognizing that we have several more weeks ahead of us of our stay-at-home order, my thoughts turn naturally to the cloistered religious people of the Middle Ages. And particularly, I was thinking about Hildegard von Bingen. Hildegard was born in 1098, and at age 8 she was brought to the Benedictine monastery of Disibodenberg to serve an anchoress named Jutta. Now, anchorites went far beyond the normal discipline of monastic monks or nuns. An anchorite was actually sealed into a cell with only a window to communicate with the outside world. And so Hildegard was enclosed in a cell with Jutta to dedicate herself to fasting and prayer and to learning the lessons of the church. Hildegard excelled so greatly that she became the abbess of the Benedictine monastery that grew up around her and Jutta's cell. She was the most prominent woman Christian teacher of the Middle Ages, famous for her writings, for her poetry, and for her music. That said, Hildegard's poetry is not so easily accessible, but I did find 2 works of hers that I thought it would be good to share as our meditation today. The first one is on God's love for all creatures. And we remember that Hildegard lived in a time of terrible trouble. The Crusades, plagues, famines, war, incredible poverty. And yet she always wrote with great joy about God's love. So this is her work on God's love for all creatures. In a true vision of the Spirit in a waking state, I saw a likeness of the most beautiful girl, with her face so aglow with a splendid brightness that I could not really look upon her. Her cloak was whiter than snow and brighter than a star. She held the sun and the moon in her right hand, and she embraced them tenderly. And I heard a voice saying to me, "The girl whom you see is divine love, who abides in eternity. For when God wished to create the world, he bent down in tenderest love and foresaw every need, just like a father preparing an inheritance for his son. In this way, he carried out all his works in a great burning fire of love. Thus all creatures in every species and form acknowledge their Creator, because love was the primal stuff from which every creature was made. When God said, 'Let it be done,' it was done, because divine love was the matrix from which every creature was made in the blink of an eye." And another reading from her work, Scivias. Don't let yourself forget that God's grace rewards not only those who never slip, but also those who bend and fall. So sing. The song of rejoicing softens hard hearts. It makes tears of godly sorrow flow from them. Singing summons the Holy Spirit. Happy praises offered in simplicity and love lead the faithful to complete harmony without discord. Don't stop singing.